Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Greg here again. I just thought I'd give you an update on my health and other bits and pieces. My health isn't too bad at the moment. I had some good news on the 31st of December, but the tumour has drastically shrunk and it's looking good, but I won't find out until the 18th of February if it's cancerous or not. So I've got a bit of a wait for that, yeah. But I tell you what, I've never had an illness like this in my life, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I really wouldn't. The fatigue and the tiredness is horrendous. I'm constantly tired all the time, and you know, literally within an hour of being sitting in here, I'm absolutely shattered. It seems strange, and I can't really do much at all. But I've potted little bits in pieces, but not a great deal. So I'd just like to thank you all again for sticking by me, and one thing and another, but I say I just have to wait now. I'm not 100%, I'm far from it. I've still got a feeding tube in my stomach because I can't eat properly, and I think I've lost almost 5 stone in weight, which isn't too bad for me because I was quite a large chap. So it's brought me down to a sort of a better weight, which is I'll try and keep to. So it's an horrendous illness. I really hate it. You know, I was so frustrated with myself all the time. And the wife has been absolutely brilliant. You know, absolutely brilliant she is. She's looked after me from day one. You know, for the hard time, which was August when I was doing my treatment, which was absolutely horrendous. You know, all the after things of I don't know, the treatment. And my neck was sunburnt and broke out in a rash and all cuts and said to weep, and I just couldn't move. I literally could not move. I was so tired. I even gone to the toilet and back. I was so tired. But things are slowly improving, but I'm just going to have to be patient with myself. So this tiredness and fatigue could last almost another year. So we shall wait and see. We'll wait and see. So I'm just going to pause you 1 second while I have to do something. Right, back again chaps. I have to excuse me that my throat, it's still very dry. My mouth's really dry, as you can tell by the way I'm talking. But my throat feels good. It feels no, I can't feel anything in there at all, but it's just so dry all the time. Really is all dry. So if I keep even drinking the old peach water. So sorry, peach tea. So we'll get there. Let's have a little drink. Sorry again, I'll have to pause you once again, I'm sorry. Actually, I apologise, I just had to go and cough some gunk up. I didn't want to do it on camera. Yeah, so I'm getting there, slowly but surely getting there, so we'll start doing a few videos from now on again. Now I'm sort of more up to doing it. So I haven't been sitting on my bum all the time doing nothing. I've done a little bit. You know, if you looked on one of my videos, I have an old shelf queen, which is an old Tamiya KV1 1B. So I thought I'd bring that down and do a little bit of that, because I haven't been able to do the diorama stuff because it's far too heavy for me to lift. I can hardly lift anything. So what I've been working on is this Stealth Shelf Queen, which is basically the old KV one. So I'll just move these around a bit so you can see a bit better. So, as you can see with the lights or anybody, that's better. I've done most of the work on the top. Still needs a bit of work doing to it. Let's just zoom in a little bit if I can remember. There we go. Let's see, there we are. So this is the old KV one. It's the detail isn't fantastic, so I've added a few things to it as well. I've added sort of these little straps and this tarp and things in a box, and I've damaged the where the oil sit, the fuel drum sits, so it's non-existent now. That wasn't a bad little kit. We went together in an afternoon, to be perfectly honest, but that was quite a while ago when I built that, so we're getting there with it. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. Yeah, this is 6 months work, this. You can believe it, would you? Almost 4 months work, sorry. So I've got to go on the back somehow as well, which is the chain and the ditching log. The tracks were rubbish, so I got some free model tracks for it. I've only paid about £15 for them, so that's why I got them. Only because there was no wire in them, but I don't use the wire anyway, I use staples, so it wasn't a problem. So I've got them done, they're all weathered to go, apart from the last bit of weathering with the one I do underneath, which I've made a start on. And I've been using these pigments as well recently. See, it's the spot on pigments, and this is European Dark Earth number 30, and this one is European Dark Earth 0B, so that's one that's A and it's B, so they're slightly different colours. But I do recommend getting these, they really are a nice pigment, and it's a big tub as well for you get. So I'm getting them off, is it Scale? Model Hobbies, not Model Hobbies, it's from Scale Model Shop, and they're relatively cheap as well, so worth getting hold of, definitely worth getting hold of. And the lower hull, I say I also got a flag to go over the back of here somewhere somehow, which I haven't, must put down somewhere and can't find it, so the desk is a complete mess at the moment, everything's everywhere. So I started on the so I also removed the front mudguard and damaged that up, and we'll see about that at a later date. And I've just started weathering the lower hull. This at the moment, so I've got to do all the wet mud and that at the moment, and then some oil streaks and grease marks on there and on the back. Sorry, I'm shaking. I really can't help it, unfortunately, at the moment. Yeah, so I've actually done the whole thing at the bottom as well. So I tried to fill it in with the mud, but it's obviously sank on there because it was an old kit. But I haven't got any stuff to fill in at the moment. I've got to send off for some. I've got none left. Putty, sorry. And there's the other side. So this is just the basic part to start with, and then to weather it all up. And I must admit, the fit, it really just pops into place. He says, let's pick it up. Check the log off for you. Take that off, broke out, well done. See that way maybe. So I'm starting to shake again, so I'm not going to bother. I already damaged something, so I can stay there. Never mind. But actually it does go together really well. It's just me, obviously I haven't got it in the right place. So I did a bit of work on it. So I used the real colours again, the Russian colours, the 4BO, and some highlight and things like that. And it works out well. And obviously I've done a bit of, let's come off there now. I've done a bit of scratching and marking and, you know, rust, not much rust, just a little bit of rust, mainly on the back end, a little bit on there. And I'm going to put some grease marks and oil marks where the drum is sort of maybe pierced and what's left of it's evaporated. I'm still going to finish the exhaust ports off these from the exhaust. That's a bit rough around here at the moment. But yeah, generally speaking, the details, the decals went down really well. I used solid microset. I think that's all about it, isn't it, Mum? I'm not sure if I'm going to do a small dial, but as far as the other dial with the M10 and the Sherman Jumbo, that will go ahead as normal, but when I'm a lot better. As I say, it's lifting things and putting things down and lifting things again, I just can't do it. But it will be back on as soon as I'm fit and able to do it. So I'm just, I said, an hour here, an hour there during the day if I can. Some days I just don't feel like it, but most days I try and get in at least for half an hour at least, and then I just go and relax because I've had enough by then. So, once again, thank you both for sticking with me, and hopefully I'll have another video up soon when this is finished and when I decide what I want to do in the next build. So it's not too bad. But before I do that, actually, I might do a video on what I got for Christmas off my family, kit wise, so hold out for that. Can't promise you when, but it will get done. So it's Greg signing off, and we'll catch to you very, very soon, and thank you once again.